Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, The Wealthy Mindset. It's yours truly, Money Making Mitch. And as usual guys, this is not financial advice. Please do your own due diligence and research. This is going to be a short video, but by no means lackluster. But to set the stage for today's video and to give you guys a perfect idea of how and why China, first of all, has grown into the second largest economy in the world, and why it is an incredible business model the way they run the country, and why we are on the right boat. Take a look at this clip and then we shall continue.
In the US, parties change, but policies don't. In China, it's the opposite. They are building mini Silicon Valleys all around China. And it's only useful if you help the good ones, the productive ones. And so they do that. They don't just help one or two, they help thousands. So if you think about corruption and the lack of democratic mechanisms, there are much more nuanced mechanisms of competition and checks and balances in China that we may not see from the outside. That's what happened to the EVs. Within 10 years, China became the largest producer and consumers of EVs. And it does help that the government can roll out 4 million EV charging stations around the country, as opposed to 160,000 in the US. It critically does make that kind of.
All right, guys, welcome back. Now, before we go any further, all I ask is for you guys to hit that thumbs up, right there, that thumbs up, that like, thank you. It does help not just bring awareness to the channel, but to NEO as a whole. And also, I'm going to put the link in the comment section for the Facebook NEO group that one of our subscribers here and myself started, Zahir. We're keeping it a pure NEO bull group. So we don't care about numbers, we care about quality. So if we even smell the hint of weakness, we will block you. So what do I have for you guys? Well, first they laughed at battery swap, and now other players are scrambling to get in. Then they laughed at Nomi, and they said, why do you need a talking robot? Unable to grasp the concept of artificial intelligence. And this is why we are declining in the West. When you see the type of comments, you understand why. We now have in that cycle of where strong men created good times, and those good times created a bunch of bacteria and parasite weak men. So those weak men, this is why you see the West in decline. So anyway, they laughed at Nomi, and now Lucid tore down, like I said, one of our EVs and trying to replicate that. Theirs is called Not So Nomi. Also, we saw Mercedes is trying to team up with Google for something similar, but it's still cannot compare. Sorry for the noise, guys. That's my buddy Money Making Melvin in Florida, one of our subscribers texting me information. But anyway, then they laughed at NEO, our NEO house. Well, I found an article from NEO itself. It says the NEO houses and our community marketing approach won second place in the prestigious Brand EX Awards Best Store Concept for the Best Store Concept category. Another milestone for our vision of mobility and lifestyle. NEO houses are much more than showrooms. They are community spaces that redefine car ownership and leave traditional automotive showrooms behind. They continue mobility, a modern lifestyle, and a place for exchange for our NEO community and all interested individuals. This award underscores our role in pioneers in the automotive industry and inspires us to continue boldly exploring new paths. So they cannot laugh anymore. You see, it's not just a showroom. We took it to another level. Also, Li Auto is planning to have a research and development facility in Germany, following in our footsteps yet again. And so they laughed at us for making phones. Stick to just making cars, they said. Now others are doing it. Well, NIO is in talks with large fleet operators in Germany, the country chief says. Electric car maker NIO is in discussions with large fleet operators in Germany. Its chief for the German market, David Sulzer, said. So for those who live over there, it's Deutschland, not Germany. We say Germany in the West. I have no idea why. I grew up here in the West, but I know you guys call your country Deutschland. As the company aims for higher sales this year following a disappointing 2024. It says, as initially reported by the news portal Otto Heers, NIO's chief for the German market said in a media session that fleets are an important topic, adding later that NIO is in talks with large fleet operators. The EV maker announced a partnership with the ride-hailing platform FreeNow in July last year, offering better pricing conditions for operators incorporating its ET7 and ET5 sedans into their fleets in Berlin, Munich, Hamburg, and Frankfurt. NIO entered the German market in October 2022 with the ET7 and ET5 sedans, positioning itself as a premium EV brand set to rival the German competitors BMW, Audi, and Mercedes-Benz. Rental companies and fleet operators have been a key channel for EV makers looking to scale their European presence. In October 2023, NIO's US-based rival Lucid Motors signed an agreement with German rental firm Sixt. But what do you guys think will happen when NIO goes over there? And the German realizes that they'll have to wait 20 minutes to supercharge this filth that is stealing NIO's technology to try to keep up. What do you think will happen when they have a choice to rent, when the guy renting the car says, look, you can rent this Lucid and you'll have to wait to charge 20 minutes at every so much miles. But with this other one here, this superior looking, incredible technological, extraterrestrial looking car, you'll only have to wait 3 minutes or less. What do you think the German man would do? Or that German lady? So it also goes on to say Sixt is one of Europe's largest car rental firms, has also partnered with China's BYD and to supply up to 250,000 cheap vehicles. BYD is going to supply that low-end vehicles. In 2024, battery electric vehicle sales in Germany have declined, largely due to removal of EV incentives, but also we know it's due to the tariffs. So the EU is putting high tariffs to make EVs unaffordable, and I've spoken about that before. Sadly, Ursula von der Leyen, that vampirous-looking, sick-looking thing, is married into an oil family, so she doesn't have any incentive to ensure that the EV market grows in Europe. Norway, on the other hand, for 2025 has an even higher penetration rate. I think it's like 98% now. They started off with 98% people buying electric vehicles. So as we go forward and as Donald Trump comes into the office and start doing better trade agreements to allow Chinese EV companies to come here, and Washington is the dog, let's be honest, Europe is the tail. So as the dog wags the tail, Europe will have to follow behind. This is why I've always said minus speed bumps. So I hope you guys found this video to be informational, inspirational, and motivational yet again. If so, guys, do not forget that thumbs up. It takes a lot of time to do these videos and editing. And if you haven't yet subscribed, you might want to think about doing so, because this is a channel we are waking up the middle class for the first time to get a major piece of the pie from the ground level up as to how the game is played on Wall Street. And like 50 said, we get rich or we die trying, guys.